All right, I'm going to give you guys the overview of the 71 Chevelle. This is just kind of like a midway through the build, just show you what's going on with it. I'm going to go back through and do some specific videos on like transmission, exhaust, maybe some reviews on just different products and things we've used on it. So I'll go ahead, show you around the car, show you what we got done so far, and we'll go from there. Alright, so like I said, this is a 71 Chevelle. Sorry for the mess, we're doing the exhaust right now. So, I'll go ahead and start with body-wise. We've got front fenders, and from there we're pretty much replacing the whole front clip. I'm going to try to save this door if I can. That looks like the main spot with it. Also, this car had been buckled in right here when we got it. It was out of a junkyard, and we're able to pull it out though and get it to line up pretty nice down the side. There is a little bit of a gap there, but I'm waiting to get the front end on to set the gaps on it. But rear quarters were totally rusted out, so went through, did complete quarters on it. Rockers looked good, so we left those. Also with the quarters, got inner and outer wheel wells were completed. Replaced this entire trunk pan. Along with that, one thing, they've got these little sections right here that kind of tie stuff in. I didn't realize that till I got the other one apart and I had to order that. I'll go ahead and show you in the trunk. So yeah, trunk, like I said, new wheel wells in there. Totally rust free now. It's also a pretty difficult tie-in to do right across that back. There's a few different ways to do it. I'll probably show in another video. These are basically complete, minus some spot welds and the special filler for that. I believe that's about it body-wise for now. I could show you guys the transmission tunnel. So I'm going to do a separate video on the transmission. It's from American Powertrain. There's a kit, which that was interesting to say the least. So I'm going to go ahead and do a video on that. But that's the whole transmission tunnel. Had to cut it out to clear the t56 magnum. So besides that though, the floors in this thing are really nice. No rust at all. Drivetrain, start from the front. Sorry for the mess, but it's just a 6.0 that's been bored out to a 6.1. It's got new heads on it, and then a BTR cam, and it's got flat top forged Wiseco, so it's got a little cam, and it's around 11:1 compression. Pretty simple. We're gonna be running a truck intake on it, so it should be a lot of low end power, good just for cruising and just having fun around town mainly, not really a drag car or anything. Rest of the drivetrain, we've got we got a monster clutch going in. It had this one that came with the kit, but I'll cover that in another video. So right now we got the t56 Magnum. Brand new custom drive shaft. I realize it's pretty dark under here, but gone through and undercoated the whole thing and when the body was off. Rear end, got a Quick Performance 9-inch. And suspension wise, just tubular on everything. We just went with coil springs though. No coilovers, just keeping it pretty simple. There's a better shot of the 9-inch. 389 gears. And sorry about that. The dogs were going nuts, so had to start the video back over. Anyway, yeah, Quick Performance, great company, definitely affordable. Just really good products. Should be a really stout rear end for this car. Got the tubular upper lower UMI, Bilstein shocks, UMI sway bar. Like I said, nothing too crazy, just a good street car. Just did the Riddler wheels with some 245s, and then it's got the C5 disc brakes and it's got the full spindle conversion and everything. So you got the better suspension geometry, the ability to run the wheel speed sensor if you want to have ABS or, you know, run a 6L80 or something. Another good thing to cover, I think, would be just kind of what made this motor fit in here. So I used the Holley 302-2 oil pan. You can see it's got great clearance. I mean, I got the closest spot's probably an inch, and then ton of clearance on the steering. Motor mounts, this took a few different tries to get this figured out, because I want to go with something pretty simple that would just be set. So it's a stock V8 mount. So these they would use on like the 350s, 454s. They have a little bit different ones. These are the tall and narrow style. So I went with the tall and narrow style there, and then I had to get tall and narrow style on the Prothane mounts, and then I went with the Dirty Dingo plates. Originally we had the Dirty Dingo sliders, but I found out that they stick out a ways, and we're gonna be mounting the AC in here. So I ended up switching just to these ones. They got like 4 different or 5 different adjustments in them. So that worked great though. I mean, there's a ton of clearance. I mean, even behind the firewall here, I could easily take it forward more, but I mean, I've got, you know, a couple inches right there. I checked, it clears the heater box fine. But if you're running automatic, you could definitely put it farther forward. I just wanted the shifter to be in kind of the original location. Also, headers, I mean, you could spend $1,000 on long tubes, but I just went with these Speed Engineering ones. They say they're for C10s, Chevelles, all that, because they're just shorties. But, I mean, they seem nice quality, stainless. I mean, for the price. Welds and everything. I do stainless welding, so I'm doing a full exhaust on this right now. I'm gonna do a video specifically on the exhaust. We're doing a bunch of pie cuts in it. Over here we got one of the mufflers mocked up. Got like some nice pie cuts on it, and then this is the electric cutout. So once I get it all tacked up, I'm gonna go through and show some of the products I used and how it works. And it's a pretty budget friendly build. I think all the parts were only about $600. You can see we got going into an X pipe, then the cutouts, mufflers, and it's gonna go all the way over the axle. So besides that, frame is powder coated, but it's not really braced or anything. Just like I said, it's gonna be mainly a cruiser. So went through, made sure all the frame was good, and got it coated. Besides that, yeah, this car gonna be pretty much this color. We're gonna sand it all down, do a semi-gloss kind of satin black on it, black interior. Trying to think what else there is. Yeah, I think that's it for now. I'm gonna do some more videos. I'll do one on the AC because it's kind of gonna be a custom deal. I mean, budget wise, instead of just, you know, ordering the kit really. But Dirty Dingo has a ton of different brackets and mounts to make everything work, like with truck AC mixed with Chevelle AC for LS. Then I'll do the one on the exhaust. We'll do the transmission and clutch install. Also when we do the transmission, we'll go over this. It's just a Willwood Master, which obviously I've just got them halfway mocked up right now because this car was originally an auto, and we've swapped in 3 pedals, so it does work now. Alright, thanks for checking it out, and like I said, I'll get back with some of the other videos, transmission, exhaust, some wiring, AC, all that stuff, and I've got a couple other builds going on my channel too, so if you want to check those out. If you have any questions like about motor mounts or exhaust or suspension or anything, feel free to comment. I'll try my best to get you, you know, part numbers you need or anything like that, because a lot of this stuff is trial and error, so it helps if somebody's done it, you can get a lot faster deal on it. So thanks again.